Hey, welcome to Somebody Mind Generation, y'all. Go ahead and hit that like button right now. The Cash App is $ Kenneth C. Stover. The email is kennethstover7 at gmail. I uh, I want to give a special thanks to a young brother, man, Clout Central. That's Clout, Clout Central out of Detroit. 19 years old, man. Been gang banging and hustling and shit, and said he put it all down. He ran across my channel and said I inspired him, man, to not to want to go to prison. So man, I want everybody to go, man. I'm asking my YouTube family, man, y'all holler at Cloud Central, and we're gonna send him some encouraging messages and tell him to keep his head up. Can y'all do that for me? Hey, this is the most important thing that we can do, man. If we can save one, man, we're gonna do it. I want to keep a little pressure on him, though. I know, he said he was, but I want to keep a little pressure on him, so I'm gonna need y'all help. Today's topic: prison food. Prison food. Now let me tell you my first experience, right? I was in the county jail in Cleveland. It was lunchtime. They came with the bologna sandwiches with the chips and shit with the little juices. Man, whoever cut the bologna, man, the bologna was this damn thick. I say, man, who the fuck cut that bologna like that? Dudes were telling me, that ain't bologna, man, that's cow tongue. I'm like, cow tongue? What? I am not eating that. I am not eating that. Dudes was fighting over that shit. I'm like, man, I'm not eating that. I was in there starving. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm not eating that. You know what I mean? Let's take it to the BOP, y'all. Everybody who's been in prison, they know they done heard this term, mystery meat. I don't even have to break the definition for y'all because it speaks for itself. Mystery meat. The bologna come, bruh. They give you some bologna sandwiches. The bread be wet. The meat is constantly sweating, bro. I don't know if the cow was running, when they was trying to slaughter the cow and he was running and getting away, he was running a marathon or something. You know what I'm saying? Man, the meat won't stop sweating, bro. It just wet just all the time. You're like, what the you do is be having the paper towels and shit, trying to put it on there, and that shit just soaked through the paper towel like it's just wet. They take it off, it's still wet, bro. They put another paper towel on there. It absorbs all of that. Just wet ass, sweaty ass, stinking ass meat, bro. That's the shit they gonna bring you on the lockdown when they want to dog you out. That bring you that sweaty ass bologna with an apple. Dog your ass out for being on lockdown. Now I done seen dudes it be food strikes in some of these prisons. I remember down in Coleman they was about to have a strike because the water was brown. Like some shit was coming through the water. The water wasn't clean. So they had to get that shit fixed, but dudes like they was organizing a food strike, and what they'd do is they'd try to, ask the snitches or try to lock it down and try to find out who the head person organizing, so they can ship their ass up out of there. See, they don't like shit like that. When a motherfucker organize a food strike, he might can organize a whole bunch of other shit too. So they don't like that. They find out who in charge of that. You getting up out of there. So be careful. Anybody in this kind of situation, man, be careful about that shit. So every day, every Wednesday in the BOP, everybody know it's hamburger and French fry day. My man Mitch in Hazleton right now, he say, man, they don't even know how to cook French fries. French fries is hard as bricks. They just frying them, just over frying them. Right? But down there in Florida, man, let me tell you something. My man Dark worked in the kitchen down there. My homie. He was the kind of guy that used to do the paperwork, file, had to fill out the forms or what they needed in the kitchen and all that. The hamburgers down there in Coleman, Florida, bruh, no matter what they try to do to it, microwave, boiling, frying, whatever way you can cook it, it would still be pink in the middle. He said they couldn't do nothing to it. They tried everything. They tried everything. Still pink in the middle. Now this is the same meat that they got in the spaghetti, in the chili mac. You know that shit they make with the macaroni noodles with the hamburger. My mama used to call it the Creole beef. They call it chili mac in there. All kind of shit that got sauce on it, spaghetti, and all of that. Man, I advise you to never eat that shit, bro. If you cannot see the fucking meat, do not eat it, bro. Don't even eat it. You know what I mean? Many dudes have got sick and died in there, bro. Many dudes have gotten sick and died in there. See, this the part that you ain't gonna hear about. You know what I mean? Oh, he just died. He had cancer. Yeah, okay. You know what I mean? They ain't got real sugar in there. All the sugar is sugar substituted with aspartame and all that shit to kill you in it. You know what I mean? The little Kool-Aid things that come in there, the dudes put in their water and then, to get a Kool-Aid and be chilling watching the game. All that shit got the saccharin and aspartame and shit in it. Did it fucking kill you? You know what I'm saying? So, bruh, don't fucking go in the fucking kitchen. Thursdays is chicken day. Now, back in the day, they used to give you fried chicken every Thursday when I was in Big Sandy. And now, I'm going to say this, a lot of the units wasn't open when I got there. So they was to hook you up with the wings and the breast. Man, they didn't got rid of all of that. Now they got that little thigh and leg, that combo thing, that quarter leg. So the first day, man, they introduced that shit in Big Sandy. Bro, the shit, the trays is about I think the trays is about 12, about a foot wide, long, like wide, and probably 10 inches of going this way. Big slots in there, you get a nice little tray. The chicken was bigger than the tray, bro. On this particular day, now you ain't allowed to bring nothing out the kitchen. On this particular day, they was letting dudes walk out with it, right? Because everybody was throwing it away. You had some dudes who were like, man, don't throw that away, give me that. And was, sign a bag and shit, trying to bag it up and get it out the kitchen. But they ain't even had to, usually, you try dudes to walk with it under their arm or they be trying to hide it or they stuff it or whatever. You ain't even had to do that this day. They was letting you get that shit out of it. And it was baked. Then you take the little piece off the top. Then by the time you get to the chicken down there by the bone, it's sticking to the bone because it ain't done all the way through. All that shit all got that dark red texture and shit. Ugh. God, see, that's the reason I stopped eating meat was because of the chicken. You know what I mean? They had a movie down at the library. I forget the name of it. I think it was called 30 Day Chickens or something. And man, you watch this movie, man, you will never eat chicken again. Right? It took 30 days from birth to your plate. 30 days from birth to your plate with these chickens. Do you hear me? Man, what kind of process is that? That's too fast. From birth to your plate in 30 days, bro. Man. Bruh. They got that baked chicken shit in there, bro. That quarter leg shit, man. That shit is disgusting, bro. That shit is disgusting. Oh my God. Oh my God. Now you got the raw hamburger. You got the sweat meat bologna. You got the baked, big ass chicken leg like this, bro. You know what I mean? Like it came from the Flintstones somewhere. You know what I mean? And you know what takes the cake though? Nigga, the breakfast, the cereal, bro. Now they got these Frosted Flakes and these Fruit Loops. I don't know what brand it is. But all I know is, I'm going to tell y'all this. You can leave this shit in the milk all day. You can leave it literally in the milk all day. And it won't get soft. It's going to stay crunchy. It's going to stay crunchy. All day. Dudes was in there, you know how you get the little cuts in your roof of your mouth and shit like that? And dudes was in there mad as shit about that shit, because, it messes with your little, it kind of irritates you when you got the little scratches and shit on top of you in the roof of your mouth and shit. Bro, that shit was horrible, bro. And they got some spoiled ass milk for you to go with it too. Not all of it, but the shit come in a little plastic bag, like a little square bag like this. You got to tear a little hole in it. Shit be spoiled. Half of that shit be spoiled most of the time. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's how they gonna do you. Yeah. They got pancakes though that you can eat if you don't want the cereal on the little pancakes, once a week. The little silver dollar pancakes about this big. They give you like 2 or 3 of them and shit. Ain't nothing. Ain't nothing. You know what I mean? The little shit they got in the grocery store for the kids and some shit like that. Little silver dollar pancake. They got that shit for you. Overcooked. Hard as a motherfucker. They got it for you. You know what I mean? One little syrup they put on your tray and shit. They got it. You good. Go on up in there. Go on in there if you want it. Yeah, go on in that jail and think you're going to be sitting like, you know what I mean? You ain't got no bread, bro. If your money ain't right, bro, and you ain't got nobody, man, I'm telling you. Well, if your money right, you can go fill your locker up with all kind of tunas, macros, and sardines. If they got shrimp, the oysters, the clams, and all that, and you can eat like that. Just take a soup, blah, 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 mix it, put the cheese in there, put your little vegetables, and put your fishes in there. You know what I mean? Crush up the Ritz crackers, put it on top. That's what we used to do. You know what I mean? Almost like a little casserole giant. You hear me? That's how you got to eat up in there. But you going in that kitchen, you will die, bro. You're going to die in that kitchen if you go in there. Trust me when I tell you, you're going to die in that kitchen. Oh, yeah. Trust me when I tell you. Trust me. You eat all the shit they got on there. If you don't read the labels on shit, bro, aspartame and saccharin and all that shit in the little Kool-Aids and all of this shit, the sweeteners, you use some sweeteners for your coffee and shit, bro, you're going to die, bro. I've seen it. I've seen people just check out. They go to the hospital and they don't come out. Yeah, bro. Prison food ain't no joke, bro. Prison food ain't no joke, man. You got to go in there. You got to have some money. You got if you in this game, bro, you got to set yourself up where you got somebody you can send you some money and keep your books tight. You know what I mean? You see how you're doing this dirty. You see, R. Kelly had 27,000 on his books, and the judge made him get rid of it. You know what I mean? I had to throw that in there. Now, what is going on with that? What does his money got to do with the case? You see what I'm saying? Just trying to dog him and torture him all the way out. I had to throw that in there. Anyway, man, those food strikes and shit like that, man, you got to be real careful. When dudes be organizing them, they want to find out who organized them so they can ship them. But a lot of people, man, a lot of joints be so messed up. Some of the lockdowns come from food strikes. I remember, like I said, in Coleman, man, they had the water, dirty water, man, shit with brown water coming through the faucets and everything, and shit like that. And they was food striking about that. You know what I mean? Come off a lockdown, bro, they gonna dog you out on that shit. Anything where you fighting and standing up, man, you gonna get starved out. So you gotta have your money right when you go in there. You gotta hustle. If you ain't got nobody sending your money, you got to hustle, bro. You got to hustle. You got to find the jail hustles, and you got to hustle. You know, you got dudes in there to clean other dudes' rooms and shit. You know what I mean? Tighten their room up for them, man. Dudes do anything and they're trying to eat. Like food, man, is the most important thing when you're in the prison, bro. Dudes don't want to be hungry, bro. Dudes want to eat. You know what I mean? I seen dudes, man, just sell their soul, bro, because they hungry. Sell their souls in there because they hungry, bro. That's why I advise, man, you got a family in there, man, send them a few dollars, man. If everybody in the family can send them $10, man, he's straight every month. Just $10. Send them $10. You can't send them $10. Get everybody together, hey, send $10, send $20 every month. That ain't nothing. That ain't nothing. You might not be able to send them $100, but you can organize everybody to send them 10. You feel me? You can do that. You can do that. Don't have them in there on the mystery meat. In there eating saccharin and aspartame. Hard ass cereal, we don't know what it won't even get soft. Just send by my generation. Hit that like button. Hit that cash out for me. We need it over here.